In crisis lies opportunity. A new big recession is on our doorstep, and so the question is, are you ready to face it? If not, watch this video and I promise you, you will be equipped to not only make it through the recession, but how to profit off it. On a few key points to maximize your potential of capitalizing on this golden opportunity. The high interest rates, inflation and things like the property crisis in China has led me and many others to believe that we are headed toward an economic downturn. My personal prediction is that it will hit in Q2 of 2024, so you need to start preparing. With that, let's get on to my first tip, which is not to be wasteful with your money. Saving is key in times of economic instability, and I don't mean that you should completely overhaul your lifestyle and limit yourself to living off canned foods and oatmeal, but just be mindful of your finances and maybe allocate a slightly higher percentage of your monthly income to investing, which I'll also go more in depth on later in the video. Now, I know that some of you are in a financial situation where you live paycheck to paycheck and you don't have any wiggle room to allocate any funds. And that's where my next step comes into play. Because being honest with you, you need to seek out additional income. And if you know me, you now probably think I'm going to advise you to start an online business, which is absolutely something you should look into if you have entrepreneurial dreams. But I also believe that it's not everyone who is made to be entrepreneurs. So with that said, if you do have dreams of starting an online business in e-commerce specifically, one of the best investments you can make is in my mentorship program SWE. You can check it out in the first link in the description. But what if you're just a normal person with a 9-to-5? Having a stable job in a financial crisis is also one of the best things you can do. But you need to be aware of a few things. First, I want you to think about the growth potential in your current job. Are you in a position where you can offer the company more value and get more money in return? Or are you stuck at a deadbeat, low-paying job where there's no potential for any sort of growth? If it's the latter, I highly suggest that you quit. That's if and only if you have the financial leeway to be able to do so. Maybe you have savings you can fall back on, or maybe you're able to go live with your parents for a while to keep your living costs down. In any case whatsoever, the absolute best investment you can make in any situation is an investment in yourself. Warren Buffett says this as well. So start developing a skill. Whether that's video editing, online marketing, or more traditional brick and mortar skills, it doesn't really matter. You just need to develop some type of skill that you will be able to monetize and in turn increase your income. On the other hand, if you find yourself in a job situation where you do have considerable growth potential, I want you to start thinking about the value you provide to the company. If you do a certain task, how much revenue does that generate for the company? And I know it can sound tough, but in the end, that's all your employer really cares about. So that's what you want to maximize. So let's say you're currently making the company $50,000. Tell your boss that if you can make him $70,000 instead, is there any way you can get a performance bonus? Set up incentives for your company so you can get paid accordingly. You need to stop thinking about your work as a commodity and start thinking about it as value. Consider how much of a return on investment the company actually gets on your certain task. Now that you've increased your income, the next best thing you can do is invest it. I personally invested around 80% of everything I make. Now you're probably then asking, well, what should I then invest in? And the answer here really depends on your goals. Do you want to minimize risk? Do you want to maximize long-term returns? Maybe you're in a financial situation that allows you to take more high-risk, high-reward investments. If you're new to investing, what I encourage you to do is to find a market you like that has a low barrier to entry, such as the S&P 500 or even the crypto market, which is obviously more high-risk, high-reward. And then I want you to dollar cost average in that market. And dollar cost averaging means investing a fixed amount on a regular basis because it makes you less dependent on market timing. And that's crucial because market timing can be hard to nail down when you're just starting out. So use this technique to get yourself familiar with investing and the market in general. And then later on, you can diversify your portfolio to include different types of investments, like even real estate. To summarize, you need to save money without completely sacrificing your lifestyle. You need to generate additional income, and whether that's by starting an online business, developing a new skill you can monetize, or maximizing your value so you can rise through the ranks at your 9 to 5. Then you need to take the money that you've earned and saved, and you need to invest it regularly. If you do all that, I promise you, you will emerge on the other side of the recession unscathed and possibly even much wealthier. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks.